Do you feel that you have something to offer the world? I'd like to explain to you why I think that you do and why I think you should grow your influence to share that with more people. We each offer a unique perspective on the world. We're a unique blend of nature and nurture. We've all had different experiences, and I believe that we all have something special to teach other people in the way that we live our lives, in the way that we exist, in the skills that we have, in the way that we relate to other people. There's been so many times when I've seen people do things that to me were magic and to them were everyday. And there's been times when I've done things that to me were everyday and were surprising or impressive to other people. So I think a lot of the time we don't really realize until we talk to other people or we try to share our skills exactly which of our own skills, our own experience, and our own passions are going to be exciting to other people. So that's one point. The second point is that we can teach other people in ways that we might not have realized. So we might think, for example, that we're not particularly adept at something particular. So I'm not particularly adept yet at shooting videos. I want to get better at it. I have some experience, but it's not really my thing yet. However, I have more experience of videos and recording videos than some people do. Some people haven't recorded any videos or haven't recorded any videos than they've been put up online. So I would have a few things to teach someone else who was at an earlier stage than me. And in some ways, because I have my obvious flaws, there's loads of things that I could do with the lighting and the sound quality and my presentation skills and everything else. Because I'm not that far along the line, in a way I'm more credible and perhaps less intimidating than I would be if somebody was at an amazing stage where they had a whole studio set up or something like that and a really polished presenter. So sometimes the people that we'd like to learn from are from people who've got just a little bit more skill or experience than we have, and also perhaps somebody who seems relatable and their position seems attainable. So surprisingly, we when we share other things with the world, we won't know that we might be the perfect person for other people to learn from, even though if we don't think that we're a particular expert in that thing. The third point and final point that I want to make about this is that actually right now there's lots of people sharing things and sharing things online. There's lots of people who have the confidence to get up on the stage and tell other people about what it is that they do, and there's lots of people who don't. And some of those people who don't, and I'd argue all those people who don't, have things to teach other people. So that if you never share what it is that you do, you'll never know how valuable it could be to other people. You'd never know how your example could inspire and support others. And you might be the thing that they're just crying out for. You might be the inspiration that they need. And you'd be a better inspiration than me, and you'd be a better inspiration than someone with millions of followers. Because your perspective and your way of articulating things and your life experience and your particular human qualities are going to be more relevant to them at that point for all sorts of reasons. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that you should feel obliged to share these things, and it doesn't mean that everybody wants to communicate through the medium of video or everyone wants to get up on a stage. You might be inspiring people in your lives right now through your very example that you don't know about. But I want to encourage you to feel confident that you have something that you can offer, that you have something that will be important for other people, and that you have a perspective and a take on the world that will be important to others, that other people can learn from. So, taking those 3 points into account, the last thing and the next section, the last thing I want to end on, is that if you want to get out to more people, then you need to learn how to grow your influence, which is one of the things that I specialize in. So that's about growing a bigger audience, having a personal brand in the way that you present yourself, knowing your values and what it is that you want to get out there into the world, and having some goals that you can move towards, and having the discipline to apply all these things consistently over time, those are some of the things that are going to help you to get more influence. I've studied influence over a number of years, and I've written and published a book on influence, and now I support people in a variety of ways to gain more influence in their lives. But you need to think about, if you had more influence, what could you do with it? What difference would it make to your career and your life? What difference would it make to the careers and the lives of the people around you? And what difference would it make to the careers and the lives of the people who don't know about you yet, and you don't know about them yet, but they're really waiting to hear your message, be inspired by you, learn from you, and together we can support each other to make this world a bit better.